Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Top Democrat in the Senate, Senator Chuck Schumer, refused to confirm one of President Trump's judicial nominees because the nominee has white skin. Now, you might be wondering, why haven't I heard this story before? Good question. The Democrats and the mainstream media are so fast to hurl accusations of racism at Republicans, nobody even listens to the Democrats anymore. They've belittled actual racism by crying wolf so many times when it wasn't true that nobody pays attention. But when it's Democrats who are racist, when Democrats pal around with a radical hate preacher who calls for the death of white people, says we should behead gays, and calls Jews evil and his enemy, we don't hear a word from the mainstream media about that. When the co-chair of the Women's March applauds the radical hate preacher who says Adolf Hitler was a very great man, we don't hear a word from the mainstream media. When Barack Obama took a picture with a man who says white people are devils and white people are going down, the mainstream media actually hides that photograph so people won't see it, so Obama's political career wasn't ruined. So forgive me if I'm not surprised the mainstream media isn't reporting on this either. The mainstream media won't tell you the leader of the Democratic Party refused to vote for a man because of the color of the man's skin. They won't tell you, so I will. Let's take a quick journey back. In January, Senator Chuck Schumer says Trump is racist.
Do you think that Donald Trump is a racist?
Look, his comments over and over and over again can be described as nothing but racist and obnoxious.
Now, in March, Schumer says, I won't vote for Trump's nominee because the man has white skin.
The nomination of Marvin Quattlebaum speaks to the overall lack of diversity in President Trump's selections for the federal judiciary. Mr. Quattlebaum replaces not one, but two scuttled Obama nominees who were African American. As of February 14th, 83% of the President Trump's confirmed nominees were male, 92% were white. That represents the lowest share of non-white candidates in 3 decades. It's long past time that the judiciary starts looking a lot more like the America it represents. Having a diversity of views and experience on the federal bench is necessary for the equal administration of justice.
Shocking. But get this hypocrisy. 2 months ago in January, Senator Schumer says if Trump wants to prove that he isn't racist, he can legalize the Dreamers.
So I have a challenge for Donald Trump, okay? Actions speak louder than words. You want to just begin that long road back to proving you're not a racist, you're not bigoted. Support the bipartisan compromise that 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats have put on the floor. Everyone gave, and get the Dreamers safety here in America. That's what he should do.
Fast forward to February, President Trump offers a path to citizenship, not for 700,000, not for 800,000, but for 1.8 million Dreamers in our country. To which Senator Chuck Schumer replies, we Democrats reject the Dreamers deal. Senator Schumer, you said actions speak louder than words. Well, sir, your vote was deafening. You, sir, discriminated against Marvin Quattlebaum based on his race. You, sir, ignored the character of the man and judged him instead by the color of his skin. You, sir, probably violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 because you obviously denied someone employment on the basis of race, color, sex, or ethnic origin. I think that's called racism. But the good news is Marvin Quattlebaum, the nominee, was confirmed to his judicial seat anyway. You might say the man triumphed even in the face of racial discrimination from the Democrats. And that is my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.